Last time on Expedition Drenched, we cut a giant hole in our boat, provisioned for the zombie apocalypse, and generally got down and dirty with boat projects as we prepared our boat and ourselves for our first big passage into the South Pacific. It's the first really calm morning that we've had in a while. We've had quite a bit of wind in the nights and rain in the morning, so it's nice and quiet, and I feel like things are finally, slowly starting to come together. It's been chaos on board, to say the least, and a lot of it has felt a bit overwhelming at times, and it's been a challenge to get used to a lot of changes all at once. We've had all the crew arrive, we have so much projects. I just keep thinking about the moment when we pull up the anchor and we set off out into the Pacific Ocean with nothing ahead of us for thousands of miles. So it's gonna be a pretty surreal feeling, and I have to just keep reminding myself that that's what we're working towards. And I'm feeling very ready for this passage for the first time in a while, so bring it on. And things really were starting to come together. The petrol tank that we were building into the boat got welded, painted, and then welded up again. Our big provisioning was almost sorted. We started planning out our route, and about 1,000 other small jobs that brought us closer and closer to one big dream. And as the days rolled by, we had a pretty special day sneak up on us. It's a cold morning, and the boat's still a mess. We had grand dreams that it was going to be all clean and ready to go today, but that did not happen. We were putting away food and cleaning until about midnight. We eventually just called it a night because today is a pretty big day. We are having today our send-off party, and we've invited pretty much anyone that wants to come, especially our patrons. We're going to have maybe like 20, 30, 40, 50 people coming out to Sylvia to check her out. And then we're gonna all head over to our friend Sally's retreat, which if you saw our first episode and you saw all the little miniature horses and the wood-fired hot tub, we're gonna head out there and we're gonna have a big pizza party. We're making a bunch of dough and celebrate Sylvia and celebrate the start of our big voyage. I'm getting ready to make some coffee for everyone, and exciting things are happening. Step one is to get to the coffee. See if we can make it. Oh yeah. And now we're ready to start the day.
I'm so tired.
I know. I woke up and I'm just like, oh, I wish we had one more day.
It's 7:30, so it's time to get the crew up.
I already tried the passive-aggressive banging of the dishes, putting stuff away, and that didn't work.
There we go, there we go. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Rise, my children! Rise! We finally found a song that woke everybody up. This is the one. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me.
Come sail away sail away with me.
Come get your slop, everybody.
Get your slop.
Get your slop, wake up. It is 9:30 in the morning, and in 3 hours we're hosting a party on board. And as you can see, we're slightly less than ready. Lindsay's getting our navigation all set up. He's just laughing at me.
It's gonna be an interesting day.
Ooh, what are you working on right now?
Getting the new Ray Marine working, and getting all the AIS and the depth sounder working. So.
What are you working on right now? The pasta. Look at all the pasta. This is all pasta here. So you're just putting everything in bags right now?
Yeah, to avoid that the water comes through and rotten everything.
2 hours to the party. This is where we're at so far. It was looking clean for a minute and now it's just exploded again.
It's coming. It's coming along.
Nate's trying to finish up the charging station.
Not finished, just hide it.
Yeah. That's pretty much the game plan for today. Hide the mess and then deal with it later. Sounds pretty good. 1 hour to the party. How's the kitchen looking, ladies?
Doing good.
Yeah, it's quite organized.
Almost finished.
Yeah.
Almost.
10 minutes. This is our 10-minute warning. Let's see what we can do with this situation in 10 minutes. Sylvia may not have been pristine by the time our guests arrive, but that didn't stop us from having a good old time with friends old and new. Welcome to the party!
Good voyage to all going out on Sophia.
Thank you.
I'm very jealous, especially diving in Tonga.
Yeah. I'll think of you when I'm cuddling a baby whale.
Perfect.
I'll give it a little kiss for you.
Good luck, I hope you guys have the best time ever.
Oh, thank you.
Wishing Sophia all the best for a great journey. Absolutely.
Yeah, good luck. I'm jealous. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, all the best to you guys. I hope you have a fantastic time. We look forward to following you.
Good luck.
Look who's back on Expedition Drenched. Second time stars of the episode. Thanks for coming up, you guys.
You're welcome.
It's good to see you. And you brought a friend as well.
We did. Yep. That's Mike. G'day.
Oh, you brought her own fan club.
Team Belgium!
So you guys are Belgium.
No, Norway.
No one is.
Oh, Norway, Thailand.
And the United States.
Oh, cool. And then Belgium. That's a good little group right there.
1, 2, 3.
Then it was time to move the party on land.
Here's our little greeter.
Hi! The rain stopped for 5.
Hey, little munchkins.
Oh, look at it.
Hi. And you're trying to eat the microphone, aren't you? Look how small their hooves are. Oh, quit eating my microphone.
See where you're going with that. How small you reckon you'll be able to be to ride them?
We made it to the party. If you saw our first episode, you've seen this retreat before. It is pretty sweet, and it's even sweeter than it was last time. They've added another cabin up here, and we've got like a band. We got a hot tub, we got water slides, we got miniature horses, we got lots of alcohol, we got pizzas. It's gonna be a pretty good time. We're making the pizza dough.
For now it's just flour and salt, but we're gonna put maybe some spices like paprika. Would be great, I think.
What beautiful concoction have you brought with you today?
Well, I got inspired by the crew on Dallas. They turn seawater into alcohol, and I turn rainwater into alcohol.
Taste it. It's got a little kick, but it's pretty damn smooth. How's our head pizza oven chef going?
It's looking pretty good.
What's the ideal temperature?
Hot.
Oh!
Where's it going, guys?
Oh, that's good.
It's cozy.
We're marinating.
It's toasty in here though.
We're dropping down to 40, guys.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
The tunes and the fire were pumping. We had a mountain of cheese, and we were surrounded by dozens of people that had gathered together to fill us up with love and positive vibes for our big voyage. Our gracious hosts for the party, Sally and Brenton, showed us the definition of Kiwi hospitality. Our weeks spent in Tuticaca would not have been the same without them. They fed us, they loaned us vehicles, and supported us in so many different ways out of the simple goodness of their hearts. So after our bellies were full of homemade pizzas, it was time for a few words.
We've got a cake that we would like to present to you, and it's got number 1 because that's in symbol of the first voyage that you're going to have.
I don't want to leave New Zealand.
It's cold.
People are amazing. I say that wherever I go, but New Zealand's got my heart, and I see why so many people come here and land here and never leave.
So as Nate said, it is all about the people, but in our case, it's also about the boat. And Sylvia is, in my opinion, the most beautiful and the most special boat with the most like heart and soul out of any vessel that I've ever come into contact with. And I think it's really cool, and I'm like excited to have so many people to be a part of her send-off and giving her all this energy and love and like good juju from all the people, for our new crew that have all joined us, and to all of you as well for being like, we'll never forget you guys, because this is such a big moment in our lives.
We will tell the world the tales of New Zealand.
We will. We will. And her beautiful people. Thank you.
Lindy and Brownie, take it away.
3. After weeks of laboring away on the dock, we braved our hangovers and finally took Sylvia out for a hard-earned lap around the bay.
We're on the move.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, we're going for a dive, some of us, and
Chickening out.
yeah, I've kind of hit my cold quota for New Zealand, and I'm saving up my dives for Tonga. But we've got the compressor running now off the new the alternator setup, and we're pumping tanks like off of our battery bank.
What are we laughing about? Oh, are you peeing off the
I was
back?
peeing on the back and then I just swing this big Nauticam on the side.
We've got these installed, and you can like drive the dinghy right up on top of the swim step. And then we got the petrol tank in the swim step now, so we've been up to all sorts of crazy modifications. It's been fun. Hey, well, there's some pretty cool wrecks here, and they're old Kiwi Navy ships. I don't know, I didn't look up enough, but Lindsay did, so we'll ask him in a minute. I don't even know which one we chose. We're at the Waikato, okay. That's the one that was a U.S. Navy ship.
This is the.
Let's go to the source.
I can't tell you anything where the ship came from, but yeah, they sunk it intentionally probably about 10 years back or something.
Okay.
I could be wrong there. So when they sank the ship, it went down as one hull, and then about 1.5 years later, so the bow actually broke off it. It's got like the big sort of cannon, I guess you would call it, still on the bow, so you definitely want to go and check that out as well.
You ready for the dive?
Almost.
He's been on board for like 10 days now. We haven't gone scuba diving. I know, it's a shame.
No, it really is.
We put him to work on electrical. We teased him and said we were going to be going scuba diving.
Well, I've been looking forward to this one, so.
I love wreck diving for many reasons. Unlike a reef, diving a wreck just comes with a sense of history as you go along it. And Her Majesty's Royal Ship Waikato was no different. It very quickly became clear that we were not going to be able to scratch the surface of this massive vessel. At 113 meters long, we had only seen a smidgen of her before our computer sadly said it was time to go up.
So here's a group of 5 homeless people waiting for their house to come back.
Hello, Sean. I have a home.
No, homeless. Look at that.
There's our home again.
Hello everybody! I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you've been watching us for a while, you know that I typically do all the editing, and I'm proud to say that this video was our first one that I had the help of our new crew editing with. So this episode today was done by me, Will, and Chloe, and Molly. So moving forward with the videos, next week is going to be Amir's first episode, completely done by him. So I'm really excited to be inviting some others into the project, and I hope you enjoy seeing some different perspectives and different styles. Meanwhile, today is a pretty exciting day because we're actually leaving for Niue today. We've heard us talking about going to Tonga for the last couple weeks, and actually the wind is perfect for us to make it a little bit further east to Niue, which is really cool because it's a pretty difficult sail and the weather's not always right to make that. So if things hold out the way the forecast says, we'll be in Niue hopefully in like 8 or 9 days. Anyways, wish us luck on our first big passage, and we'll see you guys on the other side.